Well, it was definitely a rough offensive night, to say the least. It's kind of interesting. The weekend prior, I had said that we had probably one of our better offensive nights, just as far as movement of the ball and sharing the ball against Monterey Bay, and then for whatever reason against Stanislaus, I think we started off not shooting the ball very well, and then we were really kind of forcing the issue and not doing such a good job as far as sharing the ball. And I mean, we shot extremely poorly. If you look at the stats, I think we shot 11% from 3, 4 of 34. And as much as we had a really off offensive night, as I always tell the girls, sometimes that's going to happen, but as long as we have good shot selection. But, we didn't have great shot selection, so, those are the results that we got, and we had to rely on our defense. And unfortunately, down the stretch there in the fourth quarter, Stanislaus did not make one field goal in the fourth quarter. All of their points in the fourth quarter came from the free throw line. They took 15 free throws in that fourth quarter. So it was just a combination, and certainly not one of our better performances. I think it was a combination of, one, it was just a bad shooting night. Unfortunately, it was collectively. But what goes hand in hand with that, again, is shot selection. And I thought we strayed away from just getting better looks and sharing the ball. And everybody just got a little bit tight, thinking we have to score, we have to score, we have to score. And usually that's an indication of, just really pressing and forcing the issue. And typically the results of that aren't going to be as what you like. Yeah, I think our team is really the strongest when we're just getting balance across the board from all of our players. And, down the stretch, it was just some defensive errors that we had. And like I said, putting them on the free throw line really hurt us. And that's something that we have control over is our defense. And it's just, it was unfortunately a combination of not being real efficient on both ends of the floor that night. Chico's always a tough opponent. They're number one, playing at Chico, it's going to be a great environment. It's going to be a fun and exciting environment. We really, with this group each week, it's been a different learning lesson and different teaching points, which is big picture. I think that's a good thing. So of course we're going to prepare for Chico, but there are things that we need to do on our end, on both ends of the floor, regardless of who our opponent is, and we just have to work to improve in those areas. Chico's going to present that. They do have nice balance. They're going to look to push the ball in transition. They're led right now by a freshman point guard who's their leading scorer. And as always, the CC2A, every night is going to be a challenge. And we just have to make sure that we show up with the right mindset and really give Chico the best challenge that we can.
Well, I think it started with the Thursday's win against Simpson, where we kind of got our mojo back, played well, just to get back in the win column, and I think that carried over to our game against Stanislaus State. I thought we did a really good job of playing with great effort and energy. I thought the press was really, really, really good for us and forced them into some quick shots and some early turnovers. But I thought we also did a really good job of guarding and half court and trying to take them out of what they do offensively from a philosophy standpoint. Well, I think we got great chemistry, man. I was joking with Coop with other last week. I said I'm not sure we play better on the road just because there's less distractions and more team oriented, more focused. We went down early in the year to the Bay Area and got 2 wins against Western Washington and Simon Fraser. And I thought we just had great chemistry. And I think that carried over when we went down and played Stanislaus State.
It's all business on the road. And I think we all kind of understand that. So, we have our fun on the bus, we have our fun, in downtown, but, it's the same schedule. We watch film, we practice, and we play.
Yeah, Jay had a monster game against Simpson where, the basket probably looked like an ocean. Everything he put up went in, set a career high with 41 points, and then didn't score the goal as well against Stanislaus State, but did something else that impacted the game without scoring by going and grabbing 17 rebounds. So I think his play of the week was well earned. Probably should have won 1 or 2 earlier in the year. And then Bryce Mitchell, man, is just happy to see the ball going to the basket for him, because I understand and I know the time and work that he's put in to trying to get better every day. And it started, especially in the summertime, in the effort and this energy and this commitment. We stick to our progressions. There's no one game bigger than another game. I mean, Chico State, we get ready for Chico State the same way we got ready for Simpson. We get ready for Simpson the same way we get ready for Chico State. We go through our progressions. We try to make sure that we are prepared. And we do the things that we kind of do from a fluidity standpoint. And we just, try to go about everyday business. Going through our progressions, understanding what the game plan is. And, when you do that, you've earned the right to have success.
I think we're really starting to see people buy into the culture of, seeing is believing. So, we can run through the press all we want in practice. But we had, the first 6-7 minutes in Stanislaus, we were up like 24-2, 24-4. So, you're really starting to get that experience. And I think, it's deeper and bigger than the culture. It's like, it's, a lot of people look at it championship or buzz, tournament or buzz. I think we really look at it as championship and tournament. There really is no reason to prepare for a buzz.